Runk.
Sunday, April 27th. Happy birthday to Ulysses S. Grant.
And Lizzo.
Yeah. And Lizzo, too. Lizzo's, I don't know. You could tell me Lizzo's 20 or 50, and I would have no idea.
Is Lizzo still fat, or am I thinking of the other fat singer that lost weight?
She's losing a bunch of weight.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, she is?
I was right about that, yeah. Well,
She's on Ozempic.
Oh, Ozempic's crazy, dude. We're going to find out in 20 years that, Ozempic, that's her?
that was not her.
No.
Yeah, people are going to, die early from Ozempic. You look at these guys, a lot of comics do it.
I was reading this thing about Ozempic, how I couldn't tell if it seemed like bullshit, but internet sleuths were calling out people with what they're calling Ozempic feet. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
It's so Ozempic can cause
Feet.
subcutaneous layers of
Ew.
skin to look saggy. And apparently there's a ton of those on feet, on the top layer of your foot.
Top right.
There you go. That's
Who's that? Well, that's
the
fake.
main image people use. No, that's a real
fake.
picture. She
No,
posted that. I
come
swear to
on.
God.
Zoom in.
That is Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, I know who it is. Zoom in. And zoom in. And zoom in. And zoom in. And zoom in. Not the guy with the violin. That's
just.
Oh, well,
it looks
that might just be a bad pick.
I think so. I don't think Ozempic feet. I think it's a conspiracy.
Well, she obviously
theory.
photoshopped her face and not her feet, though. You know what I mean? It's like,
How could she miss that? Crop out your disgusting old person feet.
well, no, I don't. I think that's fine.
Sure.
But it's just you're old and that's fine, and don't do that much work to your face. And if you do, definitely got to do it to your feet too, I guess.
That's the thing. You can't have one.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like that neck thing, that crepe erase. Remember that infomercial? Crepe erase?
Crepe?
Ew, because that's what they call it, crepe neck or whatever. Ew, crepe erase, dude. They're like, ew, dude, that's actually gross. Look up crepe erase, dude. But they would
CREPE, like the food?
like the food, yeah, only to make it more
Anthony's not
gross.
gonna know that, yeah.
So yeah,
Glad
he wrote it's CRE.
What did he write?
That's a real thing. Wow,
Yeah.
that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
What pops into your mind is an image of crepe erase.
You never want to put food in the image of you fixing your body. That's disgusting, dude.
Or anything with your body. Even like cauliflower ear is it's a disgusting
It's
term.
disgusting, dude. That's become a little bit more normal because we hear about it a lot. But crepe erase, dude, and then also it's disgusting. Hey, don't call you could call my penis eggplant. It has eggplantitis, but you don't do that. That's gross. Yeah, it's that big, but it's gross. Yeah. So anyway, I'll be in Denver. No, I'll be in Boston and New York and Savannah and Atlanta. Those are the different ones. Denver was already. And
Those are added shows, you're saying?
No, the added shows I have are
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
a bunch, man. Keep going. I'll go. They start in Salt Lake City, Utah, Boise, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C.,
Tulsa. I've been to Tulsa.
Springfield. These are all great. And then you get to Waco, Texas. So I'm going to try and
yeah.
Chicago. So go to chrislea.com. I'm going to try and go. I'm going to try and get. I'm going to try and get the Davidians back on because in Waco.
The Branch Davidians?
Yeah.
You have a show? I didn't even see that.
It's
show in
up there.
Waco?
Up there. He went. Yeah,
went
right
too
there.
far.
So I'm gonna get it going. I'm gonna at the Hippodrome. Come see me in Waco. We'll get that. We'll get the cult going again.
Branch Davidians?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Do you ever look at your schedule and think, fuck, I have to do all that?
No, but I do
That's
think.
a good question, actually.
I don't. I actually don't think that.
I would.
Yeah.
I get stressed out for you.
I would think that, but it started happening and I just don't. What I think is, it feels very good to look at my schedule and it's full because I go, heck yeah, dude, I'm a working man. And
that's cool. Yeah.
And it makes me feel like I matter, and it makes me feel, well, no. I should say it gets my self-worth. I feel self-worth from my job. And so I'm like, this is awesome, dude. I get to do this. And I used to hate traveling, but now I have to travel tomorrow. And it's just like a day to like you have no responsibilities except for moving your body from one place to another, and it's kind of awesome.
And then a plane takes you the rest of the way.
Yeah, and then you get there, and then I'm very fortunate to go to like these places. Like I go to New York next week and Boston. That's going to be so fun. And I don't. It's not like I get to explore the city, but I like go there, and I don't know. It's just fun, man. I'm lucky and I'm fortunate. I just love it. I love it.
I get my self-worth from work, but I also get my self-worth from like when I get a boner, I get a bunch of plates and I spin it on the top of my boner and I'm just watch that, and that's when I get my other self-worth. So it's my work and the thing with the boner and the plates.
So you're just like this, and watching you spin, you go like this.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, it's mainly happening on the inside, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you were going to visualize that on your face, it would be like this.
Yeah. While they're spinning.
Oh, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's
takes all kinds. Oh, sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. There are now, there's way over 50 episodes now, including 2 full live shows, which are the best episodes ever of Lifeline. Make sure you're subscribed to that. Subscribe on YouTube, of course. Definitely go see Chris on tour. Sign up for my Patreon for free, patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. And of course, don't forget about the merch, the lifelinemerch.com.
sick in it. Dude, Billy woke up the other day and he said his first sentence. And he said, Petey pooped. He said, pee-pee poop. He goes, pee-pee poop. And he pointed to the poop. Petey is our new dog.
Oh, wow. Petey's, wait, whoa, I'm so behind. I knew
brother.
you got a dog.
Yeah.
Its name is Petey? Okay.
It's about brother. Had it for 3 months, about brother. Yes, Petey, and he goes, pee-pee poop. It was really cute. And his first sentence was about shitting. So that's cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one to remember, actually. He'll
Petey has bad behavior.
Oh, well, yeah. Dude, I said that to my wife. I said that to Kristen, and I was like, because she's like, well, I want to get a dog. And I was like, if we get this dog, it's your dog. I don't want him eating the couch and shitting all over the rugs. You just got to train him. And she's like, okay. And he's just shitting all over the house, eating cords. And I'm like, babe, what the heck? You said, and she was like, he's a puppy. I'll get it. This is what puppies do. I'll fix it. And I'm like, oh, all right. But I didn't know it was going to be like months of him just shitting and eating stuff that I want to have and keep.
So why was there shit in Billy's? You said he woke up and
yeah, we were, it's hard to explain, but not really, but we were all sleeping in the same room because we were switching beds out and doing all this stuff, and we put the mattresses together. It was really cute. And then she got up, did something. Calvin got up and went downstairs. And then I woke up with Billy, and he just says, pee-pee pooped. Nice. It was really cute. God, it was so cute. I'll kiss my son so much. I don't care. I fucking love him, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love him. I love both of them. Oh, I love both of them, dude.
What if for the next 50 whole minutes, you just kept saying you love
I could.
I didn't say a word.
Not only that I could also listen to a dad talk about his sons for fucking 50 minutes like that. That's how much I love my sons, because I would hear the dad and be like, that's how I feel, only I think I feel more than that. But so whatever.
Competitive.
Yeah, no, I don't want to make it a fucking thing, but
one thing that does annoy me, I will say, about parents and kids is whenever I see a parent being like not paying attention to their kid.
Right. Oh.
It's like, dude.
Well, you can't pay attention all the time, though.
Of course, but what I mean is like treating them like they're.
Oh yeah. No, that's crazy. That's really weird.
Yeah.
But. Yeah. Have I talked about my special here? My special's out. I don't know if I talked about it here last time, but you could go watch Grow or Die on YouTube, on the Chris D'Elia channel. Go to do that. And then all your comments are awesome. And thank you very much. Really sweet. It's so funny. I saw a comment the other day. It was like, this dude's tailoring comments. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I thought, it seems like I am. But I really appreciate all the nice comments.
Like they're all good comments?
Yeah. I keep waiting for the haters, but I really appreciate you guys.
Dude, tailoring comments. On the live chat on one of my streams the other day, like, for whatever reason, there was a bunch of people on this particular one. And I was interacting with a lot of them. And this one guy, his name was Anthony. And I thought it might have been this Anthony.
It was him.
Was it you, Anthony?
What?
So him, dude, not even paying attention. Has to do one thing, and that's pay attention now.
No, it's not me.
I mean,
I don't know what was said though.
I mean, dude, is he? You know if you did it or not?
I've left comments on your shit, but not.
Dude, would be
Voice
in
exercises.
jail for life.
It's like you don't know. You need to go to How to Seem Innocent When You Are Innocent school.
Dude, would go to jail for life. It would be in jail. Innocent in jail.
Yeah.
And just like, well, yeah, he and the judge, dude, the lawyer would be like, look, you were just so stupid talking about it. You sounded so stupid and you couldn't have sounded more guilty.
Right.
And there's nothing I can do, even though we have exculpatory evidence that places you not even in the same country.
Right.
You literally went, duh. So you have to be in jail for life. And frankly, as your lawyer, I agree.
Yeah. Anyway,
And you're getting the death penalty.
this guy, Anthony, who
Yeah.
apparently wasn't this Anthony, was like, why are you responding to all these fake accounts? And I was like, and then he kept writing the same comment over and over again. And I was like, oh, this is a fake account.
You commented online.
Like on a live chat.
You're talking to he's saying you're talking to the fake profiles or whatever?
Yeah, he was like, why are you why are you interacting with these other
How would you know if they're fake or not?
Well, many of the ones I was responding to, I know are not fake because they're subscribed to the paid tier on Patreon.
Wow. What? People are just they want to get people say stuff like when I'm on Twitch, they'll be like your vocals is too low, and they're like, no, they're not. They're just fucking with you. It's so annoying.
Dude,
but anyway,
people do the same thing to me. Wow, that's annoying.
I gotta do. I gotta go on YouTube Live. I go to Twitch, and then people are like, "You should do YouTube." I'm like, I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
do it.
Okay. Well, what you want to get started or what?
Let's go. So happy.
Hi, brothers. Matt, you look great. Chris, you have a little something right here.
I actually do
I
today.
was wondering if you could help me settle a 7-year-long debate I have with my girlfriend.
Whoa.
We have a silverware organizer with 4 slots. I think it should go steak knives, butter knives, forks, all spoons. She thinks it should go all knives, so butter knives and sharp knives, forks, small spoons, slightly bigger spoons, not serving spoons, just different sizes of spoons. She thinks it's easy to just grab a sharp or butter knife if they're all mixed together, but harder to choose your wanted spoon from a mishmash of spoons. So the advice is much appreciated. Any guidance would just be incredibly helpful on what you guys think you would do. Thank you.
That is so tricky.
I think about this almost all the time. I open up the drawer because I kind of don't. I just put shit in there. I mean, like
you don't put them in specific slots?
I do. However, those slots will change. Like if I use all of them and I have all of the forks in the dish, you have to
mix it up?
No. If I have all the forks in the dishwasher and none of them are there and all the spoons, I'm like, I don't remember what goes where. So I'll choose a new one for all the forks or all the spoons.
That's crazy that you don't know.
I think the knives are on the left, but I don't.
Generally, knives go on the left, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In my experience.
But right now I have the sharp knives with the butter knives, I know. But there's 2 slots for the knife. We have to figure it out. I just don't care enough, honestly. I don't care enough. That's what the answer is. But I think that probably what you should do is keep the sharp knives solo because of just, not that it's a big safety issue, but you would
potentially getting cut.
Yeah.
What's weird is that you would imagine, I think it's a kind of a universal thing where generally speaking, there are 4 slots for these things.
speaking.
And what would the maker of the thing say?
Well, probably you could chat GPT it, honestly.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, that is interesting because like there's way more than just 4 versions of it. There's a steak knife, butter knife, big spoon, big fork, small fork, sporks, shovel, mini shovels.
Ice cream scooper.
I actually do have one of those. I have an ice cream. It says Dad's ice cream spoon or something. Wow, it's hilarious that I have that.
See?
I never used it.
But I think I would
Feels too special.
put all the spoons together, frankly,
Really?
and have the knives be separate. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't think little spoons.
yeah. So you're saying you agree with him?
Yeah, but he's saying they have all spoons that are not like of a set. They're all different kinds of spoon. Like
Oh, well
then I might swing
Each spoon gets his own slot.
exactly. No,
Hang 'em.
like little spoons and then all different kinds of spoons.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Anthony right now is like this.
Yeah. That's a good question, though. I
It's a good
honestly
question.
feel a little stumped, and I think you're both a little bit right. If I'm being totally honest, I think you're both.
I think that something has to do. It's fucked up the way they do it. There should be more slots, but whatever.
Yeah, well,
bro.
that's definitely true.
I got a haircut last week, and it's really settling in.
We argued about this before. You said a new haircut looks good right away, and I said it needs to settle in.
No, if a new haircut is done right, yeah. But if
It's
but
so rare. Even if it's done
Well,
right,
not if you
need
have a
day or
person.
two at least.
no, if you have a person you go to, they do it good. If you're going to different places to get your haircut, yeah, you probably have to have it settle in.
Okay.
And last time, my person who cuts my hair that I love, who's great, she's awesome. I said a trim, and she did. I thought she did it too short. But then a few days later, I was like, you know what? Actually, it's fine. So it settled in. So she was kind of like, I don't mind if it's too short. Do you? I don't mind it because I know it's going to grow out.
Yeah.
And it gives. And here's what I think immediately. I go, oh, dude, awesome. I don't have to go for even longer.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather go to the dentist to get my hair cut. Now I like the person that cuts my hair, Cher. She's really sweet, and I like talking to her. But I just hate the feeling of wet hair. I hate it. I'd rather go to the dentist. Yeah, no, I would. I'd rather be at the dentist. I find the dentist calming. I know that's crazy. I find the dentist absolutely chill. It's like the same thing where I feel like traveling. I'm like, all I have to do is sit here and get the shit done. And I don't feel that way with a haircut for some reason. All that wet hair. But
I hate getting my haircut, but I also hate going to the dentist. I hate going to anything where they're like doing shit.
Yeah, primping.
Get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
you know?
All right, next one.
What's up, Matt and Chris? I've got a roommate who lets people walk all over him all the time.
Oh, no.
He's this heavy, bald, 23, 24-year-old guy. He's desperate for romance, for a relationship. He's never had one. He's never kissed a girl.
Pitching a script.
But he's a really nice guy. He's got great style, swag.
Pitching a script.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Like a Don Cheadle type.
He's kind of super woke, in part, I think, to get favor with woke-minded women.
A fake ally.
Worst.
And recently, he went to a party. He was invited to this girl's house who he's interested in romantically.
This is going to be bad.
He shows up, and there's a gay guy there who starts hitting on him,
Oh, he fucked him because he's so woke.
which, happens. But he didn't say anything, didn't tell him he was straight.
Oh, no.
And they sit down to watch a movie on the couch. Gay guy comes over and sits by him, puts his arm around him, still doesn't say anything.
Because he's so woke.
They start watching the movie. Gay guy starts cuddling up with him, like all over him, cuddling him, and he doesn't do anything. And then he comes home and he's all depressed and sad that this, quote, happened to him
Oh my God. Oh, what a victim.
in front of the girl that he's interested in dating, which is crazy, bro. And
Oh my God. The guy is.
so I just want to know what you guys think I should say to him in order to help him
Yeah.
I have a
stick
question.
up for himself,
A genuine
take control of situations like that, have a little more confidence. Yeah,
Oh my God.
suck me blind. And Chris, love the special, dude. Everybody go watch it.
you.
Matt, been binging Private Record while I run. Hope you guys are well.
Thank
Much
you, man.
love. Bye.
Dude,
Thanks, dude. You guys got a cool voice.
yeah. I wanted to, the question I had was, and let me finish this sentence before I even, before you judge me. How are you even friends with somebody like this? But I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I actually have, I know 100 people like this. So, the whole.
You were saying he was going along with it because he's woke. I don't think one has to do with the other.
No, I know.
Okay.
Well, no. Well, no, it doesn't technically, but those people who are subject to what the right would call the woke virus,
woke mind
are
virus?
people who are bitches like that, or they're victims. You know what I mean? They're just perpetual victims, and they're like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to stand up for myself. Like, dude, that's all your fault. That's all your fault. You didn't give the guy a sign that you didn't want to. That's all your fault.
Well,
Say, oh, hey, bud, I'm not gay.
well, yeah. I mean, if someone, this goes for straight, gay, anyone. If someone that you are not attracted to,
Makes a pass at you.
is making a pass at you,
Yeah.
whether they're like your type or even the gender you're attracted to in general,
Yeah.
like you 100,000 gajillion % reserve the right to, in whatever way you prefer, let them know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And
I'm
why-
so
why would you
sick
not
of
do
the
that?
because
That's not, I don't think this is a kind of person. This is like really unique to me.
this is a kind of person. Like this person will be like, I don't know if this person will do it, but like somebody like this will be like, oh, he made me uncomfortable. Dude, fucking speak up. I don't know if this person would do that, but there's so many people like, dude, the whole, like, you have to say, hey, you're an adult, dude. Hey, I don't want to do that. It's so annoying. It was like, I never said yes. It's like, say no.
This is different than that, even though further than that, because
He's not even gay.
He's not gay, and the woman he is into, the reason he's there, is there.
Well, he's got no chance now with that chick. I mean, just zero
I
chance.
mean, well, she probably thinks he's fucking gay.
Even if she, I'll tell you what,
right.
even worse.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If she doesn't think that, even worse.
If she knows
he
he's-
better pray she thinks he's gay.
Yeah,
That's the only chance he gets for slipping it in.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, are you kidding me? You just let a guy rub his cock all over your leg?
Well, let's not.
No, I know, but you're cuddling, so technically there's just denim in between. So you let a guy rub your cock rub his cock on your quadricep, and or if you're a black woman, quadricept, and you literally are just gonna you're not gay? Oh, dude, jail for you.
It's so weird. That's really interesting.
I would be so mad at my fucking friend if he did that. I'd
Like,
be
I've-
like, bro, come on.
I've had gay guys make a pass at me.
That's
but
fine.
Never like get up on me,
Yeah,
so to speak.
same.
I've had women do the same, and but I guess because it's a woman and I'm attracted to women, I'm less like fucking don't. I'm not interested, but like you kind of slide away. Either way, what I'm saying is whether it's really, really subtle or really, really blatant, you make it stop somehow.
Why did you have to keep sitting on the couch?
Why did you have? This is mind-boggling.
But he was like, the movie was so dope, though. I
was
watched
Triple X,
this
you know?
fucking. I watched The Working Man with what's
Jason
his name?
Statham.
Jason Statham, dude. It was so dope. It was better than Beekeeper. So
Oh man, I
don't
think
understand.
I'm getting a little angry because I feel so bad for this guy. And if I'm being totally honest, like he's so clueless that the girl he likes is while she's there, he's just letting a guy who he's not attracted to because he's not gay, like get up all on him and in his shit. But what would even be the
I
reason to
can't
let that
stand
happen?
people, bro. That drives me nuts, dude. Or maybe you're gay and that's fine, but dude,
But apparently he's not, though, right?
because this is what happens with a guy like this. He's gonna now get all resentful and be like, "Fucking that guy, god damn it, so annoying, bro." You're the annoying one. Just fucking get up. You're not gay, bro.
Even if you're extremely awkward, all you have to say is, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gay." But
But
that
dude,
alone
even
would
if you
end
don't
it.
like confrontation, get up.
Right. Well,
Go potty, bro.
Yeah, go potty. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, this is maddening, bro.
Go
This-
potty. And if you want to be super subtle, go potty, come back, sit somewhere else
Yeah.
on the opposite side of the couch.
Or just hook up with them. Hey, bro, you're gay.
And
How about?
here's the thing: the guy's asking what
does he do?
advice he
Yeah.
should give.
I'm bad to ask because I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm a little mad, but I'm less mad. So, but
Give me his number. Give me the fucking guy's number. What
I just think
are
that
you
like
doing?
I don't know him, but like sometimes. If this guy's your friend, I think you should probably be like, "Hey, man, like, I've been thinking about the thing you told me, and like, I think you really need to like start like,
Standing up for yourself.
yeah, exactly, like owning whatever you are, whether in a situation you're uncomfortable, like whether like you feel like insecure about the way you look, or like in that situation
me.
with that guy, like just like move forward inside your own skin and brain, whatever that is. Like if a guy's getting all up on you and you're not gay, it's so simple. Make it stop somehow. If a girl that you like doesn't like you back, it's so simple. She doesn't like you back and she's not gonna like you back. So you have to keep like trying. Like there's no other thing besides just being the thing that you are. You get one body, you get one mind, that's it. And then you die. So like all it is, it's just a matter of time against a ticking clock, whether you accept that or don't. But like, you only get one go, dude. Fucking stop, like, not being you.
Stop letting guys put their fucking dicks on your quadricep.
In his specific instance, that
Even
would
though
be
there's
good
denim
advice.
or sweats in between. Dude, don't let guys rub their penis on your leg. Next. Dude, it's just like, well, whatever, you know. Hey,
I mean,
dude.
maybe.
Oh, congratulations, you hooked up with a guy. Hey, dude, congratulations, man. Either you're gay or not, you hooked up with a guy. Can't say you didn't.
Remember that one night?
How many people have you hooked up with? Don't forget to add the guy, too. If it's 9, it's 10. Great.
I mean, maybe there's a version of reality where this guy's like so timid.
Yeah, that's fine. But then in that case, don't, honestly, go over friends' houses.
But you gotta socialize. It sucks, dude.
I just like...
I think you're getting mad for understandable reasons, but I think underneath the anger is like actual sympathy for the guy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, you know, you it's just like, I'm trying to think of like, you know, because I talked about this, the people who like, I'm on congratulations. I talked about the people who like who like pretend they're autistic. You know, some people like are like so, and like on the spectrum, like so like
Barely.
that, and then they're just like, dude, hey, I'm autistic, and you're like, yeah, but no, don't do that. Go to work, and you know. So it's like at some point you can't use that, oh, this is just how I am thing. You fucking dude, a guy rubbed his cock on you. Shape up. Hey, dude, you watched a movie on a couch with a girl and a guy, a girl you like, and you ended up hooking up with the guy.
That's so weird, actually. I'm assuming there were more than just the three of them there, but like that's such a weird scenario where you go because you're interested in this girl. She invites you, and what ends up happening is there happens to be a gay guy there who gets all up in your shit while you're watching a movie, and you don't know how to get out of it, so you just let it happen.
And also, you seem gay. That's why he did that. Hey, hey, you now have a boyfriend, okay? You have a boyfriend, and that's fine. Dude, now I like you better. You're just a gay guy. You're not a guy who's like, I don't know. At least you know. Congratulations. Have a boyfriend and then cheat on him with a man. Because you're just so gay.
No, dude, no, come on.
And
Come on. He's asking on behalf of his friend anyway. He's not going to hear it. He wants to know what the advice is he should give his friend. I think it's what I
Got
think
none.
I think it's what I said.
My advice is
Before, rewind it.
stroke guys from now on.
What if this guy enjoyed the affection of somebody, anybody, even though it was a guy.
Here it
Gay.
comes. Yeah.
That's fine. Did he have a dick? Gay. No, I get it. Affection's great. Did he have a dick? Gay. Dude, I just like affection. Hey.
I mean, then you're
Blow it in me. Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, I love affection.
Then you're dealing with someone who's like got chronic issues.
I'm not gay.
Of some kind of loneliness or self resentment. I don't know, but like, then you've got a real case of like somebody that your advice might.
If you're
be immaterial
so
to.
lonely that you're gay, that's crazy. That's wild. I
That's
am
not what
so
he's
lonely.
positing.
I'm gay now.
That's a solve to not being lonely.
Yeah,
I guess
I do
maybe
think
it
some
would be.
people are so lonely that they're gay. I do think that. I can't
mean,
get women.
I've definitely
Fuck
never
it.
had that thought.
I'm gay,
That's
and that's
possible,
fine
I
too.
guess. No, I don't. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's uncharted territory for my brain. I have
All
to
right,
think
yeah,
about that.
I don't know. I have no advice. Hey, how about this? I have no advice for you. But I do have advice for this. You're friends with the gay guy.
I recommend what I said, which is what I said before, and I'm not going to say it again. Okay, next.
Wow.
Hey, Chris and Matt.
Hello.
About to go pick up my son from pre-K, but I had a question. If I like to watch like horror movies and like
Movies with whores?
just twisted, like
yeah.
dark films,
Yeah.
Think about this all
which
the
is
time.
like what I really like, and also like true crime, a lot of true
I
crime.
think about this all the time.
And like those videos where they show the interrogations of like the killers and like anyway.
I think about this all
Am
the
I
time.
a bad person for liking that?
I
Like,
think about
is that
this all the time.
bad? Because that's like basically everything I watch. I mean, I don't watch like rom-coms or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
some comedy, obviously. I like you guys. But yeah, let me know. Am I a bad person for that?
Well, you're definitely a bad person for watching this podcast, but I will say, I think about this all the time, dude. Like, you know how much true crime and, I mean, bro, horrific movies. I watch movies where like people like get their heads sawed off, and I'm just like, do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like in any other before the video or film, if you saw that, you know, you'd be like, there'd only be before and after. And
Right.
dude, everybody in the world now will watch a movie where a guy gets a spike in his pee hole, a close up, and they're like, "This is how they watch it."
Yeah.
It's like that. I think about this all the time, and it has to be not. It can't be right, bro. You know, I woke up in the middle of the night and Kristen had a podcast on. It's like, by the way, put the fucking timer on your podcast and have it turn off eventually.
Yeah.
Kristen will just leave it up.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, bro, it was so horrific what they were talking about that I was like, I woke up tired as fuck. It was like 5 a.m. and I'm like, oh, I'll just go back to sleep. And then I'm like, oh my God. Oh, fuck. I had to go over, stop it, and get back to sleep. And I couldn't even get back to sleep, dude. And I'm like, and that was when I really started thinking about it. I'm like, dude, if I'm like even listening to that shit in my sleep. And now, look, I can't stress this enough. I would never kill someone. Ever. Even like self-defense, I guess I'd have to. But like, dude, I would never, okay? But still, it's got to fuck you up on a deep, deep level. I'm not saying it's going to turn you into a killer, but like, yeah, I don't think you're a bad person for it because you're not bad because of your thoughts or you know, you're bad because of what you do. But man, I think about that all the time. I'm right there with you.
So with scripted horror films, I think it's a different thing than it is with true crime and podcasts and those kinds of docudrama shows.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you see the crime scene, you learn about the victims, you get the gruesome reports about exactly what happened to the flesh on there, whatever. Those things are way different to me than some scripted horror movie like Hostel 2 where a guy's dick gets sawed off, you know?
Great,
It's just
great
like,
piece.
It's
Great
just
film.
like, it's it's apples and oranges to me. I think the horror films that you go into knowing it's fake, 100% knowing it's fake,
Yeah.
changes it tremendously. It
Drastically,
might desensitize you
yeah.
to the kind of thing you're seeing, but it actually is on what it's offering is catharsis from either fear of violence happening to you, animal feelings of violence you've had towards others that you would never ever commit, but you underneath everything in your lizard brain feel like it's offering you catharsis in a number of ways. The true crime stuff, the gruesome crime scene stuff, the real stuff is where I get a little bit confused because like there are periods, one period where I was really interested in true crime stuff and I would listen to it rather often. And then one day
I fucking killed someone.
I was like, this is just horrible.
Right.
And all I'm doing is feeling horrible.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not saying you are bad because you don't come to that realization, but that I don't have an answer for.
Yeah.
The scripted stuff I do, it seems pretty straightforward. But like, dude, I don't know about the real stuff. And there's so much of it, dude. You click on one of those videos on YouTube, you'll get like 80,000 just like it. And the amounts of horrible crimes are endless. Someone on my stream the other day was like, we were talking about this new serial killer in New England that they think there is. And this person chimed in and was like, oh my God, my best friend's boyfriend killed her and ate her. And I was like, oh, okay, no, that didn't happen. And then she says, yeah, look up this person. And I Googled it, and the first name, nothing came up. Then she was like, no, you have to Google it with this name. So then I did both names. This guy there's a picture of him in a courtroom, and he killed his girlfriend.
With a bib on.
And when the fucking police showed up, there was an ear boiling in water and a plate with like bone and skin and blood and a fork and knife in it. And it's just like, dude, no, absolutely not. That's real. No, don't ever think about that or show that or like fucking talk about that. No, you know what I mean?
Oh man,
it's real. You know, and people see that and they're like, well, fuck.
The depravity.
You know?
The depravity.
It's wild. But
Whoa.
yeah.
Let's call this episode The Depravity.
Okay.
Dude, that is so...
I mean, just like... Also, I had to like dig to find it. Like, it was like... How much crazy shit could there possibly be going on in the world where the first thing I Googled, that thing doesn't come up?
Well, that is crazy that's not worldwide news.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just like a fucking dime a dozen.
Like, oh, yeah, and there was a guy who was boiling his girlfriend's ear and ate her.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Just like, I mean, you know?
Yeah.
That really happened. Craziest.
Also, a ear is just cartilage. You're not gonna. You can't.
If the water was left on boil, the ear would have dissolved. You know, but the cops happened to come in when the ear was in the boiling pot. I guess.
So it was. You're saying it was. Wait, what?
The cops came and I don't know why they were there. I don't know what happened to make them go there. But at the crime scene, they found the guy who did it. It was his home. In a pot of boiling water was the woman who he was dating's ear. On a plate with bone and sinewy flesh and blood and a fork and knife was like a part of her leg or arm.
So the
and
ear
her
wasn't.
body was somewhere else on the premises.
So the ear wasn't in the boiling.
No,
water.
the ear was in the boiling water. The water was at a boil and the ear was floating on top of it because he was preparing to eat. I don't fucking know.
Was you?
Why do you boil an ear?
Was you? Well, to make it soft. You know, maybe she was hard of hearing.
Oh God.
I had that from when she first said it, and I was like, I'm not going to say it because I hate jokes like that. And
I like jokes like that.
I couldn't help myself.
The guy on the stand that did it.
If that's how he admitted it.
I couldn't.
I couldn't help myself, man. I love ears. So, anyway.
But yeah, there are people who are really twisted. If you're thinking, am I a bad person for this?
No,
you're probably
yeah,
just
yeah.
not a bad
Right.
person is the answer. So,
Okay, next one.
Hey Matt, hey Chris, I need your advice on something. I need to bring up to my manager that a certain process in place at my work is not working. I work for a project management company.
Oh, the sunglasses.
those are cool.
All of our work that we have to do needs to go to a reviewer. That person reviews your work, gives it back to you with any suggested edits, and then you give it back to them to make sure the edits were completed, and then this person will come back to you and say, yep, you're good to go, and you can proceed with the next steps of your project. It takes way too long. Of
course.
It's pretty micromanagey if you ask me. And so I want to bring this up in a way where I'm not complaining or I'm not trying to get this person in trouble to say, you know, they're too slow, but like I have shit to do and I can't keep waiting around. So what do you think? How would you bring this up to your manager?
This person-
Also, Chris, come to Los Angeles, California. Thanks.
I'm in Los Angeles, California. I was just at the Laugh Factory.
I think she's kidding
Oh,
because
You
people
think?
always say that, and you're like, I was just there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she is, but maybe.
You're always,
Whatever.
How could she
Either
not
way.
be kidding? You're always in LA.
True. Either way, this is like a Will Smith character, like Hitch. I don't like when they create a job that doesn't exist.
Well, what it sounds like to me is that the best thing you could do to your manager is say, hey, you want to save money?
Yeah. Right.
Get rid of,
Right.
make that job redundant.
Yeah. This person is basically just a checking up, a babysitting me, and I'm 30.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So, like, you know,
Or make this person part time. They come in, they do their
Yeah.
work for 3 hours, they check all the things I did.
right.
And
right.
like make their hours less. Like take it, frame it like, hey, I think I actually have a way to like make this office more efficient, aka make you spend less money.
Right. And then in essence, fuck that person out of a livelihood. So
Well,
that's
yeah,
great.
basically you would be doing that, which is something to consider. But you know, a lot of the world right now is like, especially at colleges, it's like making up categories of things for jobs that don't exist yet, or even like areas of study that don't exist yet, because like there's just too many people. And it's like, well, we got to create more things for people to do. And, you know, this might be one of those scenarios where it's actually out of business, or someone created a job that wasn't actually necessary, or maybe was at a time, but now it's like just kind of
Yeah.
getting in the way and
Right,
cumbersome.
right,
you
right.
know?
I can't believe that guy fucking cuddled with a dude.
Yeah, that's gonna stick in your craw probably for the rest of your life.
And you're what?
Craw, stick in your craw.
What's that?
You never heard that expression?
I don't know.
Where does that expression come from? Actually,
Anthony
That's a
hasn't.
good-
Definitely haven't.
stuck in your craw. Where does it come from?
Well, is your craw is like your mouth? Is it something like stuck in your mouth, like
Making
a
it gay.
thorn in your side?
Yeah, it's like a thorn in your side, but it's like something that. Yeah.
I've heard thorn in your
Wait,
side.
oh, it was already there. It was already there. It was already
Oops,
there. It was
oops,
already there.
oops,
It was
oops,
right there.
oops.
Stuck in your craw means to be greatly annoyed or bothered by something, causing a lasting resentment or feeling of being wronged.
I don't know about that.
It's not your mouth.
Origin, there it is. The phrase originates from the craw of a bird, a preliminary stomach where food is partially digested. The image is that something is stuck in your stomach, causing discomfort and lingering irritation. Damn.
I already.
Damn. Google AI. That was the most impressive I've ever seen Google AI. Usually Google AI sucks.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. I never heard of that. Yeah.
Now we know. You never even heard of it. Now you know.
Well, maybe
where
I've
it
heard. I
comes
mean, I
from.
don't remember it registering it. I don't remember registering it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice. Well, I mean,
That's it,
A
yeah.
sex tape.
So I got that recently.
Nice.
Bragging.
Don't mind me while I pull my pants back on.
Yeah.
Anyways, my question for you today is about bathroom etiquette. So it's very common in Eastern Europe households, Eastern European households, to have slippers or to put on slippers before you go into a bathroom.
No.
The way I like to do it, and the way I think it's courteous, is by leaving them like so that the next person can just simply slip them on and come into the bathroom.
Yeah.
However, the people that I live with, they leave the bathroom and they put them on, or they take them off like this, and it complicates things for the next person.
Yeah.
That way, you can't put them on very easily. You have to bend down, flip them around, or you have to turn your whole body. So it's super inconvenient, and
Yeah.
I don't like it. Obviously, I don't want everybody to do things my way, but I don't know. It just makes things easier for everybody. So
That's annoying.
should I confront them about this? Am I overthinking it? Is this a really stupid thing to contemplate about? Let me know.
But what? Do you guys share slippers? You share slippers?
That seems
I
like
guess
it to me, yeah. There's like bathroom slippers, right?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but it's like
The whole thing seems gross.
the whole thing's gross.
But it's custom. Like, who are we? What the fuck? you
People's
know?
problems are so inconsequential. Like this guy.
No, I mean,
Well, I mean,
get
not
it.
if. Well, yeah, no, this is pretty nothing. I mean,
minor, but I get it. It's like how to put the toilet paper on the toilet roll. Some people are like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?" And it's
yeah.
like, no, there's a way to do it.
yeah, this is
The
exactly
available
like that.
paper has to be on the outward-facing part, not the inside.
What about athlete's foot though, dude? That's weird to say. It was the same. And also, slippers in the bathroom make sense for sure because there's piss everywhere in the bathroom.
But also, that was a crazy-looking bathroom. Eastern Europe is wild, huh?
Well, I couldn't
That
even
looked
tell.
like a jail cell.
I couldn't even tell if it was cement or carpet.
It was cement. The whole thing was cement, and there was a toilet, and like all the bottles of things were just on the ground along in a row. Like there's no cabinets or anything. There's no medicine cabinet or anything.
I think
Which
that's where
again-
they filmed Saw.
Yeah, that's like basically like a Hostel movie was shot there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
But
guess.
again, nothing against whatever. Maybe this is how we roll in Eastern Europe, and I love my Eastern European friends. But to answer just your question, it's completely annoying to do it the way your friends do it,
Yeah.
and completely right the way you do it. But the question is, how do you bring it up with them? That's difficult because to bring up, for instance, the toilet paper thing that I just mentioned, some people are like, "Wait, what are you even talking about?" And you come off like a nitpicky Nancy. You know what I'm saying? But it just depends on how much it bothers you. If it really bothers you, then it's worth bringing up with the understanding that they might be like, "Oh God, this guy's so annoying. How does he want us to do it?" But like, if it's worth it to you,
I mean, but they might be like, oh, it's annoying to leave the bathroom and have to turn around.
right.
Because I mean, you got to do the work either way. But I guess it is definitely more courteous the way you're suggesting.
Yeah, and I think that it's more of going to the bathroom is more frequently you need to do it with speed than getting out of the bathroom, right?
Ah, that's the selling
ultimate,
point
that's
right
the
there.
ultimate point, yeah.
That's the selling point.
If you're ever in a hurry one way or the other, it's going to be going into the bathroom. So the place to minimize time
What a great
on
selling
either
point.
side is when you're going in. Therefore, the slippers should be the way you suggest they should
What
be.
a great selling point.
Thank you.
Unless you go into the bathroom and then a fire starts and you're going to have to really run out of that bathroom really fast, but probably the slippers are secondary.
Or you go into the bathroom and there's a guy with a chainsaw saying, "I'm gonna kill you."
As
with
soon
this
as you're done
chainsaw."
shitting, let me know when you're on your last wipe. I'm coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
But-
are the slippers the right way?
Yeah, those are all different circumstances than what's normal. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Just gotta
yeah,
bring
you
it up-
are right.
Just
Yeah.
got to bring it up the right way, and I think you should bring it up.
Chris and Matt, Chris.
The shit.
I'm out here training for my next 100-mile race. So bragging. Anyway, so I just finished a draft for a fiction novel.
Oh, nice.
God does
I got
everything.
it edited.
Forrest Gump.
It's pretty much ready to go.
Damn.
I'm trying to
invented
decide
bubblegum.
if I should pursue a traditional publication route, or if I should self-publish. So drunk. So just like to hear what your thoughts are on that. I don't know if you guys have any experience in that area, but let me know what you think.
Know any
See ya.
agents?
What?
If you guys know any agents or
Oh,
trying to
dude,
get it
he used the terms that we use correctly. Congratulations on that. That never happens.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, it doesn't never happen, but
Well, the answer is, what do you want out of this experience? Do you want your book to be available to people? Just self-publish. Do you want a career as a novelist? You might still end up wanting to self-publish eventually, but you should at least try going the route that aspiring novelists go through, which is a route I don't even know what that is anymore, honestly. But there is a way, but it's obviously highly competitive. If it's a YA book, you should try going that way because those are the kinds of books that really sell. If it's like a drama about your fucking dying goose, then like
Worst book.
I don't think you should go that route.
Worst book.
I mean, I might read.
it's
that.
called Goose with Cancer.
I would definitely read that.
It's
But yeah,
the last.
it's such a crapshoot.
It's called The Last.
There's a book I read called E. And
That's-
it's just a dolphin.
No.
The writer's name is Tao Lin. He's a really popular writer now, and that is his best book, I think.
What
But
is-
it's just E.
What's it about?
He's like an absurdist. It's like not really about anything.
Oh, God.
He becomes obsessed with. Didn't you read that too, Chris?
what?
Not
Oh,
listening.
God, fucking. Nah, just found out you fucked his wife. What? Because of the EEE thing.
What book?
Realized the book was left at her house, and then he fucked her.
Right. It's just like it's all playing out in his head. The book EEE. EEE, the dolphin sound. I mean, couldn't sound more crazy. That's why he named it that. So everyone that says it has to sound like a fucking idiot.
No.
Which is kind of a cool troll.
Well, you know if you read it or not. So did you read it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
He says no. And
There you
the
go.
answer's no.
So,
Never even heard of it.
Tao Lin. Do you know that writer? Tao Lin?
Scott.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, no, here's the other bottom line. Being a novelist it's either a dead thing or a dying thing.
Yeah.
I know one of my best friend's sisters has had 4 or 5 published novels now.
Bragging.
She barely gets by. And this is someone who's published 4 or 5 books. Like, it's not, the days of Hemingway are gone, my friend.
So cocked, that sentence.
So,
If I heard anybody say that sentence, I'd beat the shit out of him. But he's my brother.
Also, self-publishing now actually is a route that can be successful, which is crazy. But Amazon has made that possible. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't. Well, how come people who walk miles and stuff, they're always like, I'm going to write a book, It's because they get so bored on the walk. They're like, I should write
They
something.
come up with the whole story while they're on a hike.
People who walk a lot write a lot.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think of really great stuff like that.
Oh, nice. I mean, also though, writing a book. When people say they're going to write a book, write like 2 pages, and then never.
Well, he finished it, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So,
yeah.
that alone is actually something worth.
You
being
wrote a
proud
book.
of.
Why don't you publish your book?
Yeah, maybe I will. It's called "Suck Me, Baby."
That's a porn. And you can get it on Pornhub.
or Amazon.
All right.
Next one. It's close.
Hi, Chris and Matt.
Hi.
Letty calling in again. I have a little update about the people parking by the entrance of our driveway.
Oh, yeah.
We found the perfect solution, and it was to move.
Killed them. Killed them all.
So
Oh, you
now
moved.
we're at a new place that's so much better anyway. So
Good for
yay
you.
for that. But I'm calling in for something else. I need some work advices. There's something that people do sometimes. So I work at a corporate office with cubicles and all that. And my desk is by like a little pathway that people walk by a lot. So people will walk by and say hi, but they'll be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" Or like, "Hi, how was your weekend?" But like keep walking as they ask the question.
Oh, wow.
So by the time
that's
the
funny.
question is over, they're like on the other side of the like pathway.
Don't answer.
So it's like, "Hey, how was your weekend?"
Wow.
And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, bye."
Yeah.
Like, like I feel like I
Don't
shouldn't
say
even
a
answer
word
if they're
to
all
them.
the way over there, but I also don't want to be rude. you know?
Right. That's
No, it's
so
not
weird.
rude. They're being
So
rude.
what would you guys do?
Dude,
Dude, that's actually hilarious.
Would you ask a question and then walk away as you're asking it?
No.
no, you know what I would do? I 100%
would you
have something.
answer them? Like follow them? Be like, "Oh, I had a good weekend. Thanks
She
for
gets up and
No.
just goes down the hall with them.
asking." So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know.
You
Love you guys.
legitimately
Thank you.
say absolutely nothing and just see what happens. You let them walk as far as they're going to walk. You do not answer. And if they stop like a few feet in front of you or after you or whatever, you get out of your cubicle and you look and you go like this. See what you created? This weirdness. Don't do that again. And then pop up in and finish your work.
So
Dude.
confrontational. I mean, wow.
Dude, I just look what you did, right? You kept walking, and that's rude. And so you're a rude person. Look what you created. Anyway, I got to do these fucking, I got to do these reports.
That's so weird that people do that.
Stop, yeah.
You have to stop if you ask somebody a question.
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
how about this? Oh, I got it. Put up a stop sign. Put up a fucking stop sign right there. So when they say, be like, if you obey the traffic law, and then I will have a conversation with you. If you don't, then I'm going to give you a ticket. I gotta give you a ticket if you're talking, right?
Like fake citations.
This sucks. And they're like, why do I get a ticket? I was like, sorry, I already started writing it.
I mean, that is such a weird office.
Put up a stop
thing.
sign. I would
Just-
put up a stop sign.
I would maybe start to not answer and just make some like positive sounding sound. Because they don't give a shit, obviously. Like, what if you had an actual answer? They're just going to keep going? Like, what? They're putting you in such a weird position.
Ask them a question. Fuck. God, I'm thinking of really good ideas.
How was
for
your
this one.
weekend? If it's that, say, great, how was yours? And see what they do.
Great, what did you do?
Yeah.
And so they have to stop.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. I'm
Great, what
really-
about you? Just so fast.
I'm doing good today.
Just really, really, really like hardcore, fast, quick, done.
Great. How are your parents?
Yeah.
Well, actually, my dad and this and that, and my mom and this and that, and this. Anyway, they'll shut the fuck up next time.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Gave up.
I don't know. I was just thinking about how I was doing. I was racing my kids. I won every time, but man, they were loving it, and I was treating it like a real race because I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get some exercise. And I ran fast for me. Okay. I'm not fast, but I ran fast for me and gave it my all. And I was out of breath. I was doing sprints, dude. Okay. And today, now I work out. Today, I'm sore in all sorts of places and it's crazy. And I do sprints sometimes even, but for some reason in the backyard, dude, got my midsection going real tight, and I got it, and my core is good for it, and I realize how good sprinting is for your core, and if there are any questions beyond that, let me know. But it feels great, and I'm going to keep doing it.
Oh, you're boring, dude? What? When did that happen?
I understand that that's boring. But I am not boring, dude.
Oh, dude, you're fucking boring? Did that just happen?
Mark Wahlberg. And I feel like I talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm not boring, dude. I watched a fucking movie the other day called Dead Mail about two guys who love the synthesizer, and they're trying to create their own synthesizer, and it takes place in the 80s. And they're obsessed with it. And it's a horror movie. And I fucking really, really enjoyed hearing them talk about the synthesizer so much for too long. And I don't like the synthesizer. I just want to hear what people enjoy. And they were actors doing it, so they must have been doing a good job. But I love talking about what I want to talk about. And that's it, dude. And you can make a movie about it, or you can tune me out. I don't give a fuck, dude. I think sprints are good for your midsection.
I'm sorry. I'm caught up on the movie thing. What's the movie about?
It's called Dead Mail. It's really
It's
good.
a horror film?
Yeah, it's on Shudder.
And it's about people trying to...
Well, it's about a guy who tries to make... It's when synthesizers are becoming like popular.
Sure, yeah.
And so they go to this one guy goes to this convention because he loves synthesizers.
Yes.
And he befriends a guy who is making his own synthesizer, but he doesn't have enough money to finish the packaging and the design and all that, but he's really talented at it. So he's like, I have money, can we partner up? And so basically he's just paying for everything that the guy needs, and the guy's in his garage making the in his own garage making the thing. And he keeps coming over and seeing him and stuff, and it turns into like, you have to finish this synthesizer, and the guy's like, well, I'm going to take a job with someone else. And so he basically is like, no, you're never leaving. And you have to create the synthesizer. Now let's get to work. And he fucking puts him in his basement.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's such a great idea for a movie.
It is a good idea, yeah.
And it's called Dead Mail. And
M-A-L-E?
No, M-A-I-L.
Oh.
Because the guy in the first scene is the guy escapes, and so, okay, dude, this is very interesting to me. So Dead Mail is a thing. I don't know if it's a thing anymore. I suppose it is. But in the 80s, there were people at post offices that their jobs were to find the stuff that wasn't perfect mail, written right, something that was wrong, or like something fell out of an envelope, and then they're like, okay, it's my job now to figure out whose this is and whose this goes to. Okay. So they'd have a whole log of stuff, and it's like, where did this envelope come from? Where am I supposed to put this to? Who do I bring it back to? Right. So what happens is he gets a bloody thing that's written out. Help me. I'm being trapped. And so the guy has to find out.
The postman?
Yeah. Yes. Who where this guy is
Oh.
and who what mailboxes came from. And it's obviously really hard.
Who's that guy? Is it about a postman, this movie?
No, it's about the two guys. But the postman, it's a very unique movie.
I want to watch it.
But it's on Shudder. But the movie
heard of
starts with the postman and then has nothing to do with the postman.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Is that in it?
No, actually, no.
Okay. I'm still listening.
It's called Dead Mail. And it's good, dude. I loved it.
Sounds cool.
A lo-fi 80s inspired horror thriller, yeah.
Who made it?
A Dead Letter Investigator. It's a Shudder original, but
That honestly, what that probably means is that
I know they bought
they
it.
bought
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, and this like old guy's the star of it, and he's great, and he's been in like so
Very
much
cool.
shit.
What's the actor's name?
John Fleck. But he's been anytime a guy's that old and the lead of a movie, he's definitely been in Babylon 5, you know? And like
Look at Nick. Hey, man.
where?
Yeah, on the bottom.
And that guy Sterling Macer is so good.
Really?
I just love it. They're all old in it. It's like, what the
Cool.
fuck is this
Stop
movie?
scrolling
Why
at
did they
some
make
point.
this movie, you know?
Scroll up. Movies like that are made because a director or writer or producer just really wants to get it made.
Right.
And they want a calling card or they just love doing it. I mean, nobody made money on it. Everybody lost money on it. Crew people didn't get paid enough.
I mean,
This
there's
guy
no
looks like an
way this
American-
made money.
This guy looks like an American Jeffrey Rush. Yeah, Shudder probably bought it for like
Right.
$10,000 if that.
Yeah. You think if that?
If that.
Really?
I know that for a fact.
Wow. But they just want to get their movie out there, so they say, okay.
Yeah, I mean, the filmmakers are like, Shudder? Everybody watches Shudder.
And then I say awesome, and then I talk about it in front of fucking trillions of people on this podcast.
And honestly, for real, probably, a lot of people are probably going to watch it just because we're talking
You think
about
so?
it. And the more people that happens with, I mean, yeah, that's how things become big.
It's a good movie. I really, honestly, besides the fact that it's a good movie, I appreciated it because it's just,
Well, this guy's in so much shit.
it's very simple, but well done. Hard. The way it was quite a feat that they were able to do this on an obvious low budget.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. Dead Mail.
This was
We're
more of a
way
Lifeline
over-
luxury.
way
If I
long- yeah,
this was more of a Lifeline luxury, but that's a Lifeline. Sign up for Lifeline luxury. Patreon.com/Lifeline luxury. And
If this was Lifeline Luxury, we'd be able to watch
We'll
the
watch the trailer and all
we
that
would
stuff.
do all the stuff that
Anyway.
YouTube
Star Trek, there we
doesn't
go.
allow us to do.
Deep Space Nine was he
So
on Babylon
sign
5?
up for Lifeline Luxury. Thank you very
Star
much.
Trek Voyager,
Hey,
dude.
man.
I'm so good, dude. Look at it. Was he on
Deep
Babylon
Space
5?
Nine.
Oh, he was on Ally
He
McBeal.
was
Maybe
on
Dad knows
Chicago
him.
Hope. Maybe Dad knows him.
Oh shit, dude.
You got to ask him.
Babylon.
Not on Babylon 5.
Why you like that? He likes that because he fucking you'd watch that.
Oh, dude, he was in Lois
Northern
and Clark.
Exposure!
And Lois and Clark.
Oh, Dad's best friend.
Dad's best friend. He's literally hanging out with Dad right now.
Oh, dude, he played a frog on Northern Exposure as Frog.
And
NYPD
NYPD
Blue. Keep going. Babylon 5.
Wait, they made
somewhere.
a sequel to Midnight Run? Scroll back
Yeah,
up.
Midnight Run again. Babylon 5!
Oh, come on. You looked at it.
I must have seen it. I have no idea.
Wow. I mean, he's in everything.
Well, usually if you're on Star Trek, you're in Babylon 5 and shit. Oh, Naked Gun 2.
His name is... Wait, go, stop.
What?
His billing in The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fears, if that's your attitude, forget it. That's so weird. Remember how that movie used to do that?
No.
They would get deeper into the credits and there would be more and more obscure names for the character.
That's funny. Is it?
It is funny.
It is
yeah.
funny, yeah.
It is.
I can't wait till the new Liam Neeson. Let's watch
it's
that
gonna
trailer
be-
on the new
It's
one.
going to be so bad.
On the Lifeline Luxury.
All right.
I don't know if it will be bad. Anyway.
Well, let's argue about it.
Okay.
Oh my God, so many credits. All right, cool. Good for this guy. Shout out to John Fleck and sign up for Lifeline Luxury, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. And bye.